Hey there, folks. Pookie07 here, and we are about to go back to Around the World in 80 Days. So, in this case, I should say, bonjour, bonjour. We're back with more Around the World in 80 Days, and we are going to take on our next piece of the puzzle, which is going to be we're going to France. So, let's start with France. We have quite a ways to deal with completing this mission as Phileas Fogg. Leaving October 9th, 1872, England. Leaving London, Phileas Fogg could not suspect what a lively sensation his departure would create. The news of the fantastic bet spread through the Reform Club and afforded an exciting topic of conversation to its members. From the club, it soon got into the papers throughout England. Some admired Phileas Fogg, although without much trust in the success of his venture. Some openly condemned Andrew Stuart for having accepted a wager which betrayed the mental aberration of its proposer. Concerned with the excessive public attention to himself, the bet, and to Felix Fogg, the chairman of the Reform Club decides to turn to an old friend of his, Detective Fix. Glad to see you, Mr. Stewart. Welcome, Fix. Let's get to business right away. I have called you because I need a man with experience for a delicate favor. I'd be glad of service. I'd be to be glad. That doesn't sound right. I'd be glad to be of service. Wonderful. The essence of this matter is, man, I can't read. Actually, it's like this. Wonderful. The essence of the matter is as follows: an arrogant and self-confident gentleman has recently made a foolish bet with me. I think you may have heard all of London has been talking about it. Around the world in 80 days, this venture has been made a great deal of noise. Thousands of bets have been made, but there aren't many of Fogg's backers left. All the sensation around the wager is getting on my nerves. It also causes irreparable damage to my reputation. Just like most sensible Englishmen, I do not believe in Fogg's success. Therefore, I must not lose. Do you understand me, Fix? Not quite, Mr. Stewart. I am asking you to follow Fogg and report on all his movements. This is not difficult. I hope so. I'm certain that Fogg will not finish his journey on time. But if by any chance you will be presented with an opportunity or possibility to cause a little delay in Mr. Fogg's journey, make it a bit longer. Not causing any suspicions? I'm glad you understood me, dear Fix. Your efforts will be generously rewarded, of course, provided there is a result. I'll do everything that is in my power. Be confident you will win the wager. A day later, in France, that stays mainly on the plants. In the meantime, our respectable gentleman and servant safely reached the capital of France, Paris. Having just gotten off the train, they are hurrying to the port to embark upon the Magnolia, a steamer departing for Egypt later today. Nothing shall stand in the way of Mr. Phileas Fogg. Oh, Paris. I've not been to Paris for 5 years, and this is where I grew up, Mr. Fogg. I will be happy to show you around the places that's so dear to me. Well, call my auntie and... Passepartout, the most precious thing in our journey is time. We can't waste any at all. Besides, we've almost reached the port. And here's the captain of the Magnolia. Bonjour, how can I help you? We would like to reach Egypt on your ship. I'm afraid this is impossible, monsieur. The ship has been seriously damaged in a storm and needs repair. The soonest we can leave is 2 weeks from now. But I can't wait that long. Isn't there anything that can be done? The repair of the ship, monsieur, is not an easy task. Besides, many of the parts did not survive and need to be replaced completely. If you don't mind me asking why the rush, monsieur, you are in Paris. You'd like to enjoy your time here. Yes, Mr. Fogg. This is an excellent occasion to visit my Passepartout. We better think about how to help them get the Magnolia repaired. We must get to Egypt as soon as possible. So, we have 9 items to get. Here we are in Paris. We are finally able to get to the port, yet there was no ship we could embark upon to continue to Egypt. We are thus faced with the first impediments in our journey. The steamer Magnolia, where we were to board, has gone into a serious storm. The damage it suffered hinders it from being able to depart within the next 2 weeks. I've made a decision to help with the repair of the ship, whatever the cost. Okay, so our objective here in France is to basically repair the Magnolia. And how do we repair the Magnolia? How indeed? How indeed? We repair the Magnolia just like any other. Let's play. Aw, a heart. Now, in the later levels, in this level, and of course in later levels, the one thing you will notice is that there are locks. Certain locks that need to be unlocked. And upon the main things that we need to unlock, we have gotten part of the anchor, which we'll need for the ship, because really, you can't go anywhere without, the anchor. So it will be anchors away. Next thing we want to do while we're here is we want to get the last part of the anchor. Now, of course, I've shown you what the locks do. They hinder your progress. In later levels, they're going to be freezing blocks. And with the freezing blocks, you can basically destroy it in a minimum part of ways. You can actually destroy it. And like so, we have the anchor. You can destroy freeze blocks just by making more links and chains. And thus, when you see it in the later levels, yes, they will basically freeze. It will basically freeze that portion of the grid you're trying to fix. You're trying to work with. So we have the heavy anchor. And with that, we are now going for our next item. The additional expenditures to replace the damaged parts promise to be quite substantial, yet the game is worth the candle. Passepartout will help me. Okay, so next we're going to get the next part of our quest. This looks like a ship's mast. Yeah. Because it is too awesome such. Like so. We drop this down like so. We have our first piece. I do believe that is what might look like to be a porthole. You porthole. A porthole for a porthole. Anyway. Oh, the jokes I got for this, but I'm not going to say. So what we are going to do is, since I'm making paths and spaces and whatnot, there. We are simply going to make a spot. I know I probably haven't ranted for a while. Of course, what has been going on with me lately has been when my cousin got back. My cousin just returned from her trip from Louisiana, and things are getting back into normal, considering what normal is in this family. My sister's birthday is coming up. Her name is Autumn. Yes, I mentioned her. Yes, she is now mentioned on YouTube. Yes, you have become a celebrity, little sis. Therefore, you know who you are. I like how this game handles as a puzzle game. It's not too bad, it's not too terrible. I mean, it's not feasibly difficult. I mean, it really isn't. Okay, so I haven't shown this, so I'm going to show you how I use the side weapons. The bomb basically blows a certain area. So we click here and boom. What I usually do with my side weapons or in this game is, if I need to, I'll use it. So what we have unlocked here is the porthole. Because really, always keep that porthole closed. I do not like to compliment the servants, but it appears that this new one is indeed a stroke of luck. However, time will tell. Oh, so they're supposed to bow down and... Let's move on. And this looks like a ship. So here we are. We're trying to basically beat the clock, as it were. And this heart here is an extra life. Trust me, when you find this extra life, oh my goodness, you're gonna be glad you did. Because extra lives are a godsend in this game, because in certain stages in which the puzzle will somehow put a drain on you. What we have here is the hammer. The hammer's ready. Now, I haven't shown the Tesla's hammer. I've shown the bomb, but I haven't shown the Tesla's hammer. So, this is what I'm going to show in the Tesla's hammer. When it's fully powered, this happens. As you can see, that's the Tesla's hammer, right? Check this out. You will use the Tesla's hammer like so, destroying any change in the weather, and bam! Any kind of chain that is made, you can destroy it just like that. Yeah, I know. My Skype is gone. Probably picking up, but you know. Right now, I'm just trying to beat this level. So, let's see. We want to get rid of that because really, we don't want it around any longer. So like I say, it will take a while for you to actually stock charge your super weapons or your sidearms. Even though I swear to God it does not make sense. Yeah, that's how you do it. You simply just make a path down for all your items. And I do believe this item is very essential because we need to use our hammer. And the hammer, you can only break one tile. Whereas Tesla's hammer breaks a certain color of tiles. So, since we have completed the stage, we have unlocked the next item, and that is the Mariner's Compass. Because even captains need to know where the hell they're going. According to Passepartout, Paris is the most beautiful city. The Eiffel Tower, the Champs-Élysées, and Passepartout's auntie's house, of course. All of these are great interests by all means. However, we cannot devote any time to sightseeing. I swear I would die of stupidity if that would happen to me. But then again, I ain't no douche. So therefore, as we are dropping more and more items, that will fall before us. Points will be made, words will be spoken, locks will be unlocked, and the shit's gonna fly. That's right, shit is gonna fly. I think we no, we haven't. We haven't gotten rid of all these locks. So let's do so. Let's link. Once again, Link. Once again, Link. Oh yes, another thing. The Tesla's hammer can also break locks, as well as the, as well as the, as well as those future nuisances which I mentioned before. We have the Tesla's hammer. So what are we going to do with the Tesla's hammer? We're going to use the Tesla's hammer and get rid of these green items like so. Therefore, you destroy links just like that. Not to mention the fact that you can accumulate a lot of points this way. Now, mind you, this may get really, really stupid, so... Like I said, this game, really fun, but yet it can get quite timely and difficult if need be. So once again, line them up, drop them down, get points. Because unlike Whose Line, the points really do matter. Another thing I like to do, so in certain puzzle games like these, makes no goddamn sense. So I like to build up things. So now that we got the boom, yes, the boom, we're gonna build up on that bomb. But, yeah, we are going to build up on that bomb. So what we do here is this. And this, drop it down, and dump it down. We get the fireball. The fireball is the ultimate because it destroys a freaking column. Like so. The ultimate deterrent if you really want to get the job done. If you want to get those pieces quicker too. And what we have obtained is a bell. The ship's bell for the ship's bell, really. So we have half of the ship repaired. Our goal is to get the Magnolia repaired as soon as possible. We have absolutely no time to spare. Day 13, and we are going to fix the hourglass. Now this is what I've been talking about right here. These are freeze panels. And with freeze panels, you have to basically destroy them the same way as you do with everything else. By matching. And that's what happens when you basically get rid of certain items like that. You basically have to chain. Most times you will have to chain in order to make good use of your points and whatnot. I usually just chain anyway, so. Usually I'll just make a good setup. Like so. And keep going. Like so. And drop it down. Like so. So we've gotten 2 of the 3 pieces. And the third is already set. And what are we going to do with the third? Why, we're going to make good use of this time and just destroy those purple tiles. And with that, the hourglass is made and the level's complete. Yeah, by links, derp. And what we've unlocked is the extremely precise sandglass. Or, as I call it, the hourglass. So we have half of this task done. I'm positive I will win the bit. The calculation is accurate. I simply could not err. Day 14, friends. Now, first off, I had to apologize because I meant to do this Let's Play earlier, but the old man, what are we gonna do with him? He basically was in the hospital like all day under observation. He's okay now. I'm supposing it's because he just didn't have his meds. Or he ran out of meds. But in any case, he's fine now. He's still his grumpy old self as always. Still trying to call the shots. And yet this doesn't really bug me as much. Because he loves to repeat himself. So that's the reason why I'm doing this Let's Play now, because I meant to do it earlier. But I basically just... mainly I was tired all day. This weather has me tired, so therefore the only time I can do Let's Plays are, of course, in the morning. So I believe this is the lantern that we are making. And hello. The Tesla's hammer is almost ready. So what we are going to do is we are going to make more. We're going to make more pointies. Because we all love points. Points are our friends. Points are our friends. So let's see. Linkies! Linkies! Oh yeah, I know how to chain it. I'm chaining it. So now we have the bomb Bravo, man! Stage clear. And what we have unlocked this time is the lantern. We have unlocked the ship's lantern, and what we are going to do is we're going to go after the last 3 items. Sometimes I feel that anxiety is trying to take over me. My reputation and well-being are at stake after all. Really? I haven't noticed. And of course, since we are here, the next item we are going for is the lifesaver. No, not the candy. We're actually going to make a lifesaver. So, with this method, with this kind of level at stake, you can see on the very part of this that the clock is going a little faster. So really, time is of the essence. And we don't want that time to go fuck us in the ass. Because that would be bad. So what we're going to do, we're going to snap it, drop it, drop it again, linky, linky, linky. Yes, that's right, linky. We're going to link. As much as I am doing right now, this is what I need. Oh yes, this is what I need. Now, the highest I ever got in this game before I did this was really India on my other username. Which I do plan on showing a little after I am done with this. There you go. Be free, Skittle. Be free. Well now. That's just a bee's knees right there. But as you can see, mainly I'm just keeping an eye on the grid and not on the time. Even though I look half asleep at this point, if y'all ever saw my face right now. I'm going to use the Tesla's hammer. Oh wait, no, we're not going to use we still have the hammer. It's not the Tesla's hammer yet. So we're going to make the Tesla's hammer. We're going to make it super efficient. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we're going to use the Tesla's hammer. And we're going to free up some spaces. Like so. Because not only is it efficient, but it certainly does help when you really need, when you really absolutely have to get it. Right. And ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves the lifesaver. Or they call it the life buoy. We call it the lifesaver. It's made of peppermint and cinnamon, man. Peppermint cinnamon, dog. Anyway. The repairs of the ship are going well. It should be seaworthy shortly. Day 16. And we're making good use of our time. Fairly good use. And this time we are going to make our next object, which looks like a telescope. So, let's see what we can do with that, shall we? So, let's see, we do this. And we're going to make good use of that time stopper here, the hourglass. As we are trying so fiercely to make matches. And that's terrible. Well, no, it isn't. Well, maybe it is. But what you're trying to do here is you're trying to actually get everything down to you as quick as you can as you are forming all these items. Because, as you see, we got the time stopper. And what are we going to do? We're going to use this bomb. Because banks don't care. So, the time stop is very useful because you can actually prolong the use of making matches at the same time. Oh, this is going on. And since we made another match, we're going to do this. Time is back to normal, and it saved us because, well, look at all the progress we made while we stopped the time. Oh, that yummy progress. Food. And just like that, we have another piece of the missing telescope. And with that, the third has been made. The third part of this puzzle has been made. Stage is completed. Oh, for me it does. Maybe not for you, but for me it does. The Marine Telescope. So we have ourselves the Marine Telescope because the first mate will always have to have their eye on the voyage. I had word with the engineer of the Magnolia. Judge's war convinced him that we may be able to gain some time on the way to Egypt. So now we have the last item to create. And with this, we are going to make the wheel, which is not a fortune. So, since this part is not so fairly difficult, we must make use of the time that we have to make it through the stage. So once again, we have to constantly make space. So what we're going to do, we are going to do this. All 4 pieces on the same row. We are going to let them have it. As soon as we start building up pieces proper and adjacent to where they're supposed to belong. Like so. For we have 1 of 4. And I'm going to do this because I want it out of the way. Like so. Like so. Like so. What is the missing mass? Oh, the mass has been missing. We have 3 of 4. And cannot swim a duck. Really, we can learn a lot from Quick Draw McGraw. People don't know. People don't know. Quick Draw McGraw's a freaking genius, man. It's a freaking genius. That thing about him being dumb? Nah, man. Those are lies being perpetrated. Know how we know? Because we know Quick Draws, man. Well, I'm a quarter early and a day short. But anyway. If I haven't said it, I will say it. Good morning to you people out in YouTube. How are you doing on this very glorious day? Are you happy to be alive? You better be happy to be alive. Shit. You better be thankful that you're still alive. Doing whatever it is that you're doing on YouTube or Just feel free to be alive. Because on my end, it's 7 a.m. I'm still awake. But I will possibly upload this before I get some sleep. So what I will do here, I will make this problem bow down before me. Know why? Because that's how I roll. In 30 seconds flat, ladies and gentlemen. 30, well, not 30 seconds. 30 minutes flat. Derp. Really. So we have unlocked the Wii U. Yeah, until they've learned the power of telekinesis, it's gonna be like that. So, we have completed the ship. All done. The ship has been repaired and is ready to set sail. We start for Egypt in an hour. We must hurry to get a stamp before the Magnolia departs. I must find myself proof of my stay in this country. So, let's play Jewel Stamp Quest. Monsieurs, thank you for your help in the repair of the ship. Without your assistance, it would have taken us forever to accomplish this task. Now, the Magnolia is ready for departure to Egypt, Monsieurs. We can set sail immediately. Well, Mr. Fogg, now we can continue our journey. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, Paris. Do not say goodbye just yet, Passepartout. We still have one more thing to do before we leave. Oh, Mr. Fogg, so we will get a chance to take a walk around Paris. No, you dick. Passepartout, you, I am sure, have forgotten about the proof which we are to bring from every country on our route before leaving for Egypt. We must get a stamp from Paris. Day 18. Let's play Jewel Stamp Quest, ladies and gentlemen. Missing my ass. Ain't nothing missing. Shit, ain't nothing missing but the mask. A mask ain't missing. John niggers talking about a missing mask. Ain't no missing mask. Missing mask ain't no shit. Know what I'm talking about, son? Speak to me when I'm talking to you, boy. Look at me in my eyes when I'm talking to you. Yeah, imagine me listening to him. I have this stupid look in my eyes. Oh, granted, I have my pride as a puzzler at stake here, folks. Because I am not the puzzler. Oh no. You know what I am? Really, I am the Winged Scourge. That pecks through your nightmares. And I just messed that up. No, really, I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the Winged Scourge that doesn't peck at your nightmares. No, really, there's no need to fear. The underdog is here, that's why. I ain't Darkwing Duck, and you must be out of your friggin' minds. Well, we can at least say that this will be done, and let's time to make a coffee. To make a freaking cup of coffee, that's right, that's what we're doing it for. We're doing it for the coffee. Because we're doing it. Doing the banana splits, y'all. Side skipping it, scooping it. So we're doing the banana splits, y'all. Get up on your feet now. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you complete a task. This is how you complete a task with no problem whatsoever. Yeah, perform it like Dippin' Dots. That's what you do it. Oh, let's see. We're already in 20 minutes. And I am doing pretty good. All things considering that I am making matches. And the rain doesn't bother me. Because it never rains in Southern California. It only rains in Paris. And with that, drop them. One more time. Drop it for me. Oh, come son it, woman. Can't you see? This level is done. So France is completely in the ponds. Pocket. Pocket rocket. And because of that, we have our second stamp, which shows us the Eiffel Tower of France. So with that, we have completed the second phase of our journey. And later on tonight or today, whichever that is, we're going to take on Egypt. So with that, that's England and that's France. So with that, this will do it for tonight's episode of Let's Play Around the World in 80 Days. And before I leave, let me show you. No, not like that. Back to menu. Yes, because I'm not going to be playing no more after this. No, let me show you. I want to show you what I have on my Izzy account. I'm up to China here. That's where I am. So I'm not too far off from where I am on this various journey. So with that, this will do it for this URG filler, this URG LP filler, Around the World in 80 Days. And I have been the underdog of the underrated, Pookie Izzy 7, but y'all can call me Izzy. So with that, I bid you adieu. Aloha. Shalom. Sayonara. Ciao. And a big see y'all next time for for the next exciting episode Around the World in 80 Days. I've been Izzy, the underdog of the underrated, and this has been Around the World in 80 Days, and I am out. Later days, folks.